You guys, I just found out some crazy information from my genetic testing from 23andMe, and I have to share it with you because I feel like I finally understand my body type better, why I look the way that I look, and big thank you to 23andMe for your genetic testing, for your science, and also for this partnership, because I am so excited to share with you this information that honestly shocked me, but also oddly relieved me at the same time. But before we even get to that, backstory. Okay, you guys, so I'm heading over to my sister's apartment because we have to look at the genetic results that my sister got and that I got together, because it is one of the most interesting things that I have ever found out about myself and about my weight, which is kind of the point of this entire video. So let's get into the weight part. I grew up as a chubby kid in class. I was the fat one at family parties. I had a double chin. In like all of my elementary school pictures, I actually didn't start to thin out until 7th grade due to puberty. I tried everything to try to lose weight. I've been vegan, I've been vegetarian, I've been paleo, I've been pescatarian, I've even been on 1,000 calorie diets. I still remember that when I was like 8 years old, I was at a family party and this little girl just walks up to me at the dinner table and she goes, "Why are you so fat?" And even today, it is still happening, guys. Like on social media, people, don't let me forget. They say, "Why don't you have flat abs? If you're a fitness instructor, don't you think you're too fat to be one?" It never goes away. And so losing weight for me has been so difficult. Like, I try to eat so clean, I try to work out so hard, and some girls can eat burgers and pizza and all sorts of things all day long, and if they want a six-pack, they can literally have it by tomorrow if they just, like, you know, take out bread or something like that. But it's not that easy for me, and I've just been like, am I doing something wrong? Am I cheating and I don't know it? Or am I meant to be this way? Is this my balance? Am I supposed to be sort of soft on the outside but strong on the inside so people can't even tell, you know, physically that I work out? Like, is this my destiny? Well, that's where 23andMe comes into play. 23andMe is basically a personal genetic testing service. And what happens is you spit into a tube and you send off your saliva to scientists to examine your DNA. Then 6 to 8 weeks later, you get back the results. And these results are pretty awesome because you learn things about yourself that you probably didn't know before. Like how your DNA affects your facial features, the way your hair looks, your taste preferences, and even how much you weigh. Hello!
Welcome to our house.
So I just got my 23andMe results back. Did you get yours?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. Okay, what do we want to talk about?
Well, why don't we start with the shock factor?
Oh, the shock factor. Yesterday, for 45 minutes, we thought we weren't sisters.
Oh my god.
We literally thought we weren't sisters. So, okay, let's back it up a little bit.
Okay.
So growing up, our parents always told us that we were 75% Chinese and
25% Vietnamese. When I got my results back, it said I was 77% Chinese and 23% Southeast Asian, which is pretty much what our mom and dad told us. But then when Jacqueline got her results back,
it said that it was 46% Chinese and 54% Southeast Asian. That is crazy.
so literally when we got those numbers, Jacqueline and I were freaking out legit.
So this is why it broke down that way though. When you have parents that are both pure, so let's say our mom was pure Vietnamese and our dad was pure Chinese, then we both would be 50-50 babies and like all said and done good. But when there's a lot of mixing on one parent and then mixing on the other in terms of their ethnicity,
When it mixes together to create a baby, it can really be plenty of combinations. And because both our parents are mixed Viet and Chinese, we ended up getting different mixes. Then we realized we're okay, we're actually still sisters.
and even if we weren't, it's too late. Okay, what's next? I really want to talk to you about the wellness report. Bring it on.
23andMe gives you this report which basically tells you if you're predisposed to weigh more than average, if you're predisposed to weigh less than average, or if you're predisposed to just be average weight. And it is so interesting because I'm really not sure how I'm supposed to feel about the result I got. And it says, waiting for Wi-Fi, hold on. Cassie, your genes predispose you to weigh about 5% more than average. And what does yours say?
It says, Jacqueline, your genes predispose you to weigh about 5% less than average.
So just to give you a little bit of context to what these numbers mean, Sam actually took the test as well, and his wellness result told him that he is predisposed to weigh 3% less than the average person his age and height. And Sam's mom, who has issues with her weight, her results said that she was predisposed to weigh 3% more. And so when mine says that I'm predisposed to weigh 5% more than average, that's pretty
really doesn't matter. You kind of just are given what you are given, and you just have to rock it. You just have to own it. And it doesn't matter if I'm 5% less or 5% more, like whatever. It doesn't matter. Just gotta be happy with it.
I just feel like sometimes I work so hard and I just am not getting the results I want.
Where does the non-acceptance come from? Does it come because like you see a lot of other really six-pack fit people? Is it because people have said something to you? Where does it stem from?
I mean, like, if you look at most other fitness instructors or trainers, everyone has like major abs and tiny waists and like a big booty, and they look a certain way. Like there's a look, right? And I don't look that way, and I'm reminded that I don't look that way thanks to social media. I'm not everyone, just a couple, but you know, they get you. So I think it comes from there, and I think it comes from always trying to reach something that I haven't ever had.
So I think we need to take a step back and think about it as to what this would mean back in the day. Maybe that means that because I can't carry enough heat, I don't make it through the winters. It doesn't matter how we look physically, but what does this mean in survival mode? You know, like maybe it's about shifting how it looks.
Absolutely. It totally is about how you choose to use the information, right? I could choose to be sad, or I could choose to be happy about it.
And it's all about trends. Like right now, one look is in style. In the next couple of years, a different look will go in style. And you just gotta do you, because if you're focused on these numbers and all this stuff, then you're just gonna stress yourself to the end of time.
Right now, I'm making a decision to be grateful for the body that I have because it's healthy, I can move, I can work out, I can run my business, I can play with you. Like, I love my body.
Yeah.
And these little things, like, they don't matter because your life is about so much more than having a six-pack or having abs. Imagine if life was really about having abs, then I just feel like an ab with legs and like walking around. An ab with legs.
You're so weird.
So funny.
See you later for a workout.
Bye! Guys, wasn't that so interesting? This is why I love science, because it tells you so much about yourself. I really would recommend getting 23andMe because I've gone for a ton of my friends, and we all have the best dinner conversations when we talk about our genetics. You'll get a bunch of reports like the wellness report, which basically tells you how your DNA affects your weight, whether you're lactose intolerant, plus so much more. So guys, I hope you choose to give 23andMe a shot. If you want to, just head to this link right here. You can get $30 off until the end of January, on January 31st. Also, I'm super interested what your genetic breakdown is, if you guys know where your ancestors are from. So leave in the comments below what you think you are. And I just would love to know the genetic breakdown of the Popster community. All right, guys, I love you so much, and I will see you next time.